Hey everyone, it's Andy from Snowcamps Europe here, and in this video we are just going to give you a quick update on the start of the winter season here in Kaprun. So many of you will be aware that we did have quite a lot of snow over the past few weeks in September. Around about 2 meters has fallen on the glacier, of which they have now started to prepare that snow for the opening. Included in this snow, we've also got the biggest snow depots that the glacier has ever had. If you saw our video at the end of last season, you would have seen the snow harvest. Now, the snow harvest normally happens in April and May, but last year, every time it snowed, they went out and harvested snow. So they've ended up with a lot more snow than they would normally have in the depots. This is going to get added to what fell naturally the past weeks. And they've now announced that the opening date will be the 12th of October, as they had hoped. You remember last year we didn't get open until around the 4th of November because the snow didn't come. And also there was an issue with that snow that was in the depots, that it ended up melting because the temperatures increased after the blankets had been removed, and it wasn't spread out onto the glacier. So that caused a few problems, and that's why they did harvest so much more snow. So once the snow harvest is put onto the natural snow that's fallen, then we are good to go on the 12th of October. There was a report earlier this week that they'd brought it forward to the 5th of October, but that was very quickly, after being published, was very quickly retracted, and they said it would be the 12th. So opening day of the Kitchener Glacier in Kaprun will be the 12th of October. There's a few things that are going to have changed up there. Once you get up there, if you've been there before, they have been laying more water pipes through the summer up on the glacier, and this is because they are increasing the coverage of snow cannons. At the very top of the glacier, I believe we are going to see some additional snow cannons this season, and then the plan is over the next 1 or 2 summers to bring the snow cannons all the way down the left and the right of the main 2 slopes, so the entire glacier is covered with snow cannons. Then you've also got the snow cannons on the lower part of the mountain, which is not on the glacier, which is already covered with snow cannons. But the glacier itself is going to be, from what I understand, 100% covered within the next 1 or 2 years. And they are doing it gradually. They've started this year. They've put in some of the water pipes, and you will see some new snow cannons up there. Another thing that you will notice if you've been to Kaprun over the past 2 or 3 seasons, on the bottom of the main 2 runs on the glacier, which are either side of the double T-bar, the right-hand run as we look down had become very narrow and almost went up and then down steep before it flattened out at the entrance to Glacier 3 and 4. I believe that over the summer months they've actually exploded the rock, and they've flattened this now. So Kits and K's, which is the 2 runs or the name of the lift, they used to almost mimic each other, okay? And the run out was identical. And then obviously the shift of the glacier and the lack of snow over the previous years has seen one appear to be a lot lower than the other, okay? So they have now reshaped this so the 2 almost run as one big slope. Obviously there is the lift in the middle, but it's going to be a lot nicer because at busy times there was a big bottleneck. It got very scraped off. In the spring it would become very bumpy, and it wasn't very easy to get down unless you were a pretty competent and confident skier. So that's going to make that a lot nicer to come down them 2 main runs. So that's the snow cannons and the change in the piece. And then the other thing you'll see is the Glacier restaurant. This is having a total refurbishment and rebuild. And I'm not actually sure if it's going to be open this winter. I believe it opens again next winter, but you will see that that is changing somewhat. It's becoming a lot bigger, a lot of work going on there. You'll remember last year they did refurb half of the Alpine Centre. Now it's the Glacier which is being refurbished. So that's about it on the Kitchener Glacier. Over in Zell, the main thing you're going to see this winter is the new viewing platform, the panoramic viewing platform that has been built right at the top of the mountain. It's a height of, I think, 1,963 meters. I'm just going to check that for you. Yeah, 1,963 meters. It's 20 meters in length, No, it has a freestanding length of 20 meters. It's 50 meters in total length, 3 meters wide, and approximately 30 meters above the ground. And from this viewing platform, you can see something like 30 peaks over 3,000 meters. So this is going to be really good. It's glass. You'll not get me on it. It's a glass platform, railings either side, and at the end it bellows out into a more bulbous shape. And yeah, fantastic views. Now, in the summer, you have had to pay to go on there depending on the lift card you had. Now, in the winter, I would be very surprised if this is included in the lift pass, but we will await and see. At the moment on their website, there is no information about the platform in the winter. When you go onto the winter version of the website and you click for the platform, it takes you back to the summer. But it has been costing some people without a card that gets you access €8. So €8, family of 4. What's that? That's best part of 40 quid, isn't it? To go onto a viewing platform to take some photos. Obviously, it's going to be popular. It's a big addition to the ski area over there, especially for the summer, but also for the winter. So that's your main changes over in Zell. I don't know of any other changes. Obviously, the new lift that opened last year was last year. I don't believe they built any more lifts this year. But that's about it, folks. If you are thinking of heading over in October or early November, just be aware it's great if you want to come and train or if you want to attend a camp or a ski instructor course, but it's not like the holiday environment that you would typically expect in the main season. Some of the accommodation providers will still be closed until the end of November, maybe even mid-December. Some of the bars and restaurants will close. Some of them are already closed now. What are we? We are the 21st of September. So some of the bars and restaurants have closed. Some stay open a little bit longer. Then as the other ones reopen around about 18th, 20th of October, then the other ones will close for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So it is limited in the village. And even though the skiing can be extremely good at that time of year, and it looks like looking outside the window now, the glacier is covered in snow. And if you look on the webcams, you can see they've started to prepare that snow. I would anticipate that the top half of the glacier down to the Alpine Centre will be open from day one. A little bit more snow possibly coming next week. But yeah, it's worth coming over if you want to get some mileage in before the start of the season, but it's not the same holiday environment. We obviously do have a camp running from the 30th of November for the pretty much first week of December, when a few more bits have opened up. But there you go, folks. Main points there on the glacier. There is plenty of snow. We are opening on the 12th of October. New snow cannons in place at the top of the glacier. They've changed the pitch of the pistes in the centre of the glacier. And over in Zellamsey, you've got that panoramic platform to look forward to for getting your views and your photos. It's Andy for Snow Camps Europe saying if you've liked this, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we will be posting regularly on our Facebook page and YouTube channel throughout the season. And don't forget, every Wednesday is the Snow Report. It's Andy from Snow Camps Europe saying bye for now.